Hello and welcome to Q Rangers. My name is James and I'm joined with my good friend, Qbot.
Hello everyone.
We are so excited to be teaching you today. Come on, let's go. Follow us to the classroom. I'm so excited because today we'll be using Scratch to create our first program.
That is exciting, James. How do we get started?
You can load Scratch by going to your browser and typing in scratch.mit.edu. All you need to do is click Join Scratch, create a username, a password, and log in. Today we will be getting to know the basic Scratch working environment, and we will explore the different sections of the Scratch editor. In Scratch, you must add a code to tell a sprite exactly what to do. But what is a sprite?
I know. A sprite is a computer picture that will follow your commands, and the Scratch editor automatically starts with a cat sprite for all projects. This area here is called the Sprites pane. You can add new sprites, delete a sprite, and see all of the different sprites that you've added into your project.
In this area, any sprites added will appear on the stage located here. The stage is the area where you will see your code come to life.
James, I'm from the computer world. I know what a stage is in Scratch, but why is it called a stage?
Well, Qbot, you can think of this area just like a Broadway stage where actors perform on. This is where the sprites will follow the coded commands that you have put together in the code area, just like actors follow scripts that are created for them. The stage is also the background of your project, and you can personalize it by adding different backdrops from the Backdrops library located here. You will tell the sprites exactly what to do by giving them commands that are put together in a program. Now, Qbot, can you explain a little bit about commands?
A command is an instruction to do a particular task, and those are shown in the form of code blocks that can be found in the Blocks palette located here. In the Code tab, you can think of this area as your toolbox. All of the blocks are color-coded and can be found in different categories.
That's right. And on the very left side of the Blocks palette, as you can see, all of the motion blocks are dark blue and can be accessed by clicking on the blue motion category.
Here, if you click on the Events category, you will have the option to choose from all of the events blocks that are the same color. A program is a group of commands listed together in a specific order.
And you can think of a program like the steps you must follow in a cookbook to bake a cake. You will build your program by choosing code blocks from the toolbox or the Blocks palette here and dragging them onto the code area here. You can think of this area as your sprite's empty brain, where you will drag instructions for it to follow so that it can run them on the stage. The blocks can be clipped together in the code area to make a script, just like the steps to baking a cake or the script for an actor to follow in a play. The order is very important to start your program. Click the green flag located here. To stop your program, click the red stop sign here.
Finally, when you're done creating your program, click the file here, then save to your computer. Go ahead and try playing around in Scratch by yourself. Just drag and drop different coding blocks onto the stage and see what happens. Remember, the green flag starts the program and the red flag stops it.
And that's it for our first lesson. In our next lesson, you'll learn how to add a sprite and a backdrop. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.
Don't forget to practice at home.
Bye-bye.